Okay. Well, yes, good evening. ಹಿಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು in the last session we discussed how do organisms reproduce, as well as we discussed regarding the concept of uh, how do organisms, yeah, that only, you know, and control and coordination we discussed, right? So today we are dealing with one more important chemistry concept, that is carbon and its compound. Okay, very very important concept in chemistry. So we may get around 4 to 5 marks from this chapter. I will refer the blueprint and I will let you know the exact marks tomorrow. So here in this chapter, what we are going to learn is carbon. So when we hear the term carbon, what we think? It is carbon. It is not good for our health. It causes pollution. It causes respiratory diseases. Like that we will think. But most of the living organisms, what we call, okay, most of the living organisms, all of the living organisms, all of the matter is made up of what? This carbon. Okay, so it has a wide variety of compounds. It can form crore to crores together of compounds. How many? Not 1,000, not 100, not 10. It can form crores to crores together of compounds. So like that, which property of that compound makes this carbon to form so many compounds? So that properties of a carbon we are going to learn in this session. What is exciting about that carbon? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೋಟಿಗಳಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತಗಳು ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನಿನ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಂಯುಕ್ತಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಬೈಂಡ್ಸ್. ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, how the carbon binds to the other element, other atom. It might be hydrogen, it might be oxygen, or it might be carbon only. So how it binds with the other atoms or its own atoms. Based on that, based on the number of bonds between them, either it is a 1 bond, either it is a, whether it is a 2 bond or a 3 bond, again the carbon compounds are classified. So here we are going to learn the properties of a carbon. Then we are going to learn the types of carbon compounds, or we can say classification of carbon compounds. I'm sorry. Carbon compounds we are going to learn. Okay. Then we are going to learn most important compounds, most important compounds which are carbon compounds which we will use in our daily life. Okay, so that we are going to learn properties, classification of carbon compounds, as well as the compounds which we will use in our daily life. So let us proceed with the next slide. So see here, first we are going to learn where does this carbon occur? El sigatte. So we know that carbon will be in the form of carbon dioxide, and that we will get that plants will absorb this carbon dioxide in the form of carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere. But as a carbon, it is found in the atmosphere. It is also found in the Earth's crust. Earth's crust means what? Inside the Earth. Okay. Then in all living organism. So whether you take any what we can say living organism, so like proteins will be there in living organism, right? DNA will be there in living organism, RNA will be there in living organism. All these compounds which can form the living organisms are made up of carbon. Understood? So that is why all these, what we can say, the nutrients, okay, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, these all are made up of carbon. Then carbon is also present in the fuel like wood. You can see wood here, right? Then it is also found in coal, charcoal. you can see, and you can also see in a natural gas or a gobar gas. So the formation or the existence, what we can say, it is present in wood, it is present in coal, it is present in charcoal, it is present in biogas, natural gas and all. But the form of a carbon, which kind of a carbon is present, whether is it present in the form of carbon dioxide or any other compound. See, carbon is present in the form of carbonates, hydrogen carbonates, especially in water. Okay, then it is found in free state. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹಾಗೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ we can find it in diamond and graphite. In other, we will find it with the other atoms like carbon dioxide, carbonates, ಈ ತರ ಬೇರೆಯದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನಿಂದಾನೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಯಾವುದು? ನಮ್ಮ ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರಾಫೈಟ್ಗಳು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟ್ occurrence of carbon. Next, as I said you before, carbon can form crores of compounds. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೋಟಿಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಸಂಯುಕ್ತಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Why? Because it has a special bonding. It has a special bond. Okay, bond means a link. Okay, so that bond is called as what? Covalent bond. Co means what? In a normal language, in a friendly language, co means a friend. So it has a friendly bond with the other atoms, which will come to form a bond, which will come to form a friendship with this carbon. Whichever atom comes, it forms a friendship. So that is a covalent bond. So what is this actually a covalent bond? Just a minute. Okay. So the atomic number, when you go through the atomic number of carbon, so we know that the carbon atomic number is 6. Means what? It has 6 electrons in it. How many electrons? 6 electrons in it. So the electron arrangement, when we take K, L, M, N shell, 2 electrons will be there in the K shell, 4 electrons will be there in a L shell. Okay, so it has 4 valence electrons. See, this is a nucleus of a carbon. This is a first cell. This is a second shell. That is L. So, in this first shell, that is K, 2 electrons are present. Okay, in the second shell, that is L, 4 electrons are present. Only 6 electrons it has. Okay, so when we say this is a K shell, this is a L shell. So which is the outermost shell in this? Which is the outermost shell in this orbit? Obviously it is L. So in the L, we have 4 free electrons. 4 electrons are there in the carbon atom. So these 4 electrons in the carbon atom, so these 4 electrons in the carbon atom, you might have heard one law. So when the outermost shell has 8 electrons, when the outermost shell has 8 electrons, octet configuration anta ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ in 9th standard. So then that shell or that atom will be stable anta. So see here, it has 4 electrons here. To make it 8, how many electrons it needs? It needs 4 electrons, 4 more electrons. Or else, when all these electrons, if we rub all these electrons, or if we remove all these electrons, we don't want these 4 electrons also. Only 2 electrons will be remained. Only 2 electrons will be remained. So K shell has a capacity of what? 2 electron. Means K shell is fully satisfied. So then also the carbon atom becomes stable. So it can attain stability. How? It can attain stability by gaining 4 electron. Gaining means what? By taking 4 electron. By taking 4 electron, the total number of electrons in the outermost shell becomes 8. Then it will be stable. By losing 4 electron, as I said you before, by losing 4 electrons, only K shell will be remained. So what is the capacity of K shell? 2 electron. Its stomach is full now. It does not need any electron. It is very happy now. So that is why the atom becomes stable by gaining 4 electrons or by losing 4 electrons. Sometimes we will get, they will do by sharing 4 electron. We have a proverb, sharing is caring. What is that sharing is caring? When something is shared. So when you get a chocolate to your school, so just a bite if you give to your friend, how much she or he will be happy. So like that, when the electrons are shared among the atoms, not being lost, not being gained. When the electrons are being shared with other atoms, a bond will be created, a friendship will be created. That bond which is created by sharing electrons. ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಆ ಬಾಂಡ್ಗೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ as covalent bond. I hope you understood how covalent bond is formed now. Covalent bond is formed by sharing of electrons. ಅದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಥವಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. It will be formed by sharing of 4 electron. See here, it does not gain 4 electron because it is difficult for the 6 protons to hold 10 electron. Let me explain you in this way. So ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಅದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ it should get what I can say, it should lose 4 electrons or else it should gain 4 electrons anta. Okay, so now let us consider, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಟಮ್ ಇಂದ whether neither the electrons will be shared, okay, nor electrons will be lost. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಟಮ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ. Then what it will do? So let us consider this as a carbon nucleus, okay, and we have 2 shells in the this one, K and L shell. So K shell has 2 electron, whereas L shell has 4 electron. Right. So what will be the number of protons here? When the number of electron is 6, obviously protons will be always 6. ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತಾವೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು 6 ಇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತವೆ? ಈಗ protons will be always, protons will be also 6. So where the protons will be in the nucleus, inside the nucleus. All right. See here, in a first situation what happens? So when all the 4 electrons, when 4 more electrons are added, let us consider 4 more electrons are added here. To what? To the outermost shell. 1, 2, 3, 4. So total how many electrons are there? Outer shell has 8 electron. K shell, this is a K shell, this is a L shell. Okay, so K shell has got 8 electron, sorry, 2 electron. L shell has got 8 electron. 8 plus 2 what? 10 electrons are there. But how many protons are there in the nucleus? 6 protons are there. Okay, so when you will be playing sometimes in the ground, so group of members will be there, a rope will be there. So if the group members of the group are 6 here, members of the group are 10 here, who will win? Obviously 10 will win because the strength is more this side. It becomes difficult for these people because they are only 6 in number. Like that only, the protons face very difficult to hold all the 6 electrons because it is at the center. It has to hold the electrons, but it will become difficult for the 6 protons to hold 10 electrons. That is why what carbon will think, let me not gain 4 electrons. ನನಗೆ extra 4 electron ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ decide ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರು? Carbon. Let us proceed to the next case now. Just okay. So we have now 1, 2, 3. Four electrons here. Okay. 4 electrons in the outer shell. So when we remove the electrons, okay, when we remove the electrons like this, when we remove or lose 4 electrons, what will happen? Losing 4 electrons can be manageable, but to lose 4 electron, it needs more energy. The atom needs more energy to lose 4 electron. So that much amount of energy will not be, there in the carbon atom. So that is why carbon will think, let me not lose 4 electron. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನನಗೆ 4 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ಗೆ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ನ ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಟು ಲೂಸ್ 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, it needs large amount of energy, which is not present, which is not what we can say possible by the carbon atom. So what the carbon will think, ನಾನು ಗೇನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತು. ದೆನ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇವೆರಡೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಆಮೇಲೆ? The next thing is, so what it decided means, it decided to share the electron. Share andre eno? It will not completely give the electron. It will not completely lose the electron. It will share the electron with other atoms to attain stability. So when it shares the electron, a bond is formed between the atoms. So that bond we will call it as what? Covalent bond. Okay, so what is covalent bond? The bond formed by sharing of electrons. Then, since carbon atoms need 4 electrons to attain stability, it needs 4 electrons. Right, that is why its valency is 4. Valency means what? To become stable, how many electrons it needs. So that number will be the valency. Suppose if 5 electrons are present in the outermost shell. So plus 3 electron, because outermost shell alli 8 electrons ಆದ್ರೆ stable ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So 5 electrons already ಇದೆ ಒಂದು atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 3 electron add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು 8 ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ? So like that, since so 3 will become its valency. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ carbon atoms needs 4 electrons to attain stability. So that is why its valency is 4. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೆಟ್ರಾವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಟೆಟ್ರಾ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 4. ವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿ. Its valency is 4. So due to this covalent bond formation, due to this property, carbon has a capacity to form crores of compounds. I hope you understood this concept, my dear students. Okay. Yeah. So let us proceed. Then how this formation of covalent compounds takes place? Very, very important question. At least one example will be asked. Okay. Short agi one example ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಇದರಿಂದ formation of covalent bonds ಇಂದ. So covalent bond is a chemical bond formed by sharing of electron. The sharing of one pair of electron results in the formation of single covalent bond. Read this sentence carefully, my dear children. Sharing of one pair means what? Sharing of two electrons between the atoms. If one carbon atom is there, one more carbon atom is there. So carbon is attached to carbon by this single bond. How? Because one pair of electron has been shared. Means two electrons are shared between these carbon atoms. When a pair of electrons are being shared, then that will form a single bond. Sharing, sharing of two pair of electrons, that is 4. One pair andre 2. Two pair andre 4. So 4 electrons results in the formation of double covalent bond. One pair ge one bond. See, one pair means 2 electrons, number of bond will be 1 bond. 2 pair means 4 electron, number of bond will be 2 bond. 3 pair means 6 electron, number of bond will be 3 bond. Like this, covalent bonds will be formed by a number of pairs of electrons shared. So when you see this example, you will understand formation of single covalent bond in hydrogen molecule. So hydrogen, what is the symbol of hydrogen atom? That is H. Hydrogen molecule, that is H2. 2 atoms of hydrogen forms hydrogen molecule. So how many atoms of hydrogen will be there? 2 atoms of hydrogen will be there. See here, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Its electronic configuration. Hydrogen anta baribeku. Okay. Its atomic number is 1. Z means atomic number. Then EC, electronic configuration. K, L, M, N. Only one electron. So in K shell, 1 electron. So here, in K shell has a capacity of, in 9th standard you learnt this rule, 2n square rule. 2, number of shell is what? K shell is a first shell. 1 shell, howda? 1 square. So 1 square 1. So 2 ones are 2. So maximum 2 electrons can be there in the K shell. K shell alli 2 electrons ಗಳಿಗೆ ಜಾಗ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಾ? 2n square rule ಅಂತ. We learnt it in 9th standard. ಹೌದಾ? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ K shell ಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. But it has only 1 electron. So how many electron it needs to become fulfilled, to become stable? It need 1 more electron, right? So it needs 1 electron more to attain stability. Stability means what? Non-reactive. Stable ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇರೋದು. That is called stability. So ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 2 hydrogen atoms. This is 1 hydrogen atom. Okay. This is 1 hydrogen atom. 2 hydrogen atoms share 1 pair of electron. How many pair of electron? 1 pair of electron, resulting in the formation of single covalent bond. See here. Hydrogen is there. Okay. So hydrogen, the X, the small x represents the electron, number of electron. 1 electron is there in 1 hydrogen atom. Plus 1 more hydrogen atom is there. It has 1 electron. Both of both of the atoms of hydrogen need 1 more electron. Right. So what they will do? They will combine like this and the electrons are being shared. So when you see this circle, let us consider the first, this one. Let us consider first hydrogen atom. See, this is the first hydrogen atom. So how many are there? 1, 2. 2 electrons are there. When you consider second, this is a second. So when you consider second hydrogen atom, so how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. So both the electrons are being shared by each hydrogen atom as 1 pair of electron is being shared. 1 pair, that is 2 electrons are being shared one covalent bond is formed. So H2. So like this, how many electron pair will be shared? That many bonds will be formed. See here. I hope you understood this. Okay. H, one electron, one electron. It also needs one electron to become stable. It also needs one electron to become stable. So the electron pair being shared between the hydrogen atoms. Okay. Next. Next one is what here? Formation of double covalent bond. In the hydrogen, we saw single covalent bond, single bond. Double bond we will see in oxygen molecule. So when you see the oxygen molecule, its atomic number is 8. Electronic configuration KLMN 6. L can hold what? Maximum L shell, the number is 2. Second shell it is. So 2 square. 2 square is 4. 4 2s are 8. So L shell can hold 8 electrons. But 8 electrons are not necessary. 6 electrons are necessary for oxygen here. Okay. So how many valence electrons are there? Valence electrons means what? The electrons which are at the last shell. Last shell ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು electrons ಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವೋ, so ಆ number of electrons ಗೆ we will call it as valence electrons. Okay. See, it needs 2 electron more to attain stability. 6 ಇದೆ. 8 ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, because stable ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ outer shell 8 ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು stable ಅಂತ. So it needs 2 electron extra to become 8. Okay. So what happens here? 2 oxygen atoms share 2 pair of electron. So this is one oxygen atom. Okay. This is one oxygen atom. Both atoms will combine. So in each oxygen atom, outermost shell has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electron. In each hydrogen atom, outermost shell has 6 electron. So when these will what? Shared. Okay, this is O, this is O. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 aita. So illi 4 ide. So how many are remaining here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you consider this diagram you consider. Okay, when you consider this atom, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 electrons are there in oxygen. So this atom got fulfilled or stable. When you consider this atom, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 electrons are there in this atom also. So both the atoms got what? They are stabilized. Okay. So as 2 pair of electrons, 2 pair means 4 electrons are being shared by oxygen atom. So there will be a double bond between oxygen atoms. Understood? So like this, formation of double covalent bond occurs in oxygen molecule. Next, formation of triple covalent bond. Triple means what? Obviously, there will be sharing of 3 pair of electrons. There will be sharing of 3 pair of electron, means 6 electrons will be shared. So it occurs in nitrogen. So when we take the nitrogen atomic number, it is 7. Okay. When we consider electronic configuration, KLMN, K shell 2, L shell 5. Okay. So how many electrons are needed for L shell to become stable? Outermost shell alli ಎಷ್ಟು electrons ಗಳಿರಬೇಕು? 8 electrons ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 electrons ಗಳಿವೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು electrons ಬೇಕು? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. it needs still 3 electrons. 3 electrons galu bandre, it will become stable. So what this nitrogen will do? So see, this nitrogen, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 electrons are there in the outermost shell. In this nitrogen atom also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 electrons are there. So they will share 3 pair of electrons among them. So when you consider this circle here, the nitrogen atom, this nitrogen atom, 1, 2, these are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. When you consider this nitrogen atom, 1, 2, these are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Both the atoms got what? Stable. Both the atoms got octet configuration. So that is why 3 pair of electrons are being shared. So triple bond will be formed between nitrogen atoms. So this is how double covalent bond will, covalent bond formation takes place in the atoms. The main goal of covalent bond, or the main thing, is what? The outer shell should be satisfied. The outer shell should be filled. So according to the rule, the outer shell, if it contains 8 electron, then the atoms will be stable. So our goal should be the number of electrons in the outer shell should be 8. If it is 6, 2 more electrons are needed. If it is 5, 3 more electrons are needed. If it is 4, 4 more electrons are needed. Okay. So like that, there will be a formation of covalent bonds by sharing of electrons. See here. Here you can see hydrogen atom. Okay, this indicates a proton, center one. So it has 1 electron in its valence shell. Valence shell means last shell. So that is why it needs 1 more electron to be fulfilled. K shell needs 2 electron to get stable. It has only 1 electron. 1 more electron is needed. So like this, they will share the electron to form hydrogen molecule. So when we take fluorine, okay. So fluorine alli, you can see, let me write, fluorine atomic number is 9. Electronic configuration ik bandaga 2, 6, sorry, 8, 2, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 8 ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, 7, I guess 7. 7 electrons are there. So in the valence shell means last shell. Which is the last shell here? Not N, L only. Alle electrons galive. So L shell needs 1 more electron. L shell needs 1 more electron to be filled. So what happens? 2 fluorine atoms will come here. Count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 electrons are there in the shell, last shell. Same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 electrons there in the outer shell. So these atoms share a pair of electrons from between them like this. So consider this atom of fluorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same. And here consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 electrons are there in the outermost shell, which makes the fluorine to become stable as a fluorine molecule. Same way, oxygen atoms. So 6 electrons are there. Sorry, here carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide molecule we are taking. So here 2 oxygen atoms they have considered. 2 oxygen atoms. See here, it will come like this. Oxygen atoms. So this is oxygen. It has 6 electrons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Same way, oxygen atom is there. Then again it has also it has also 4 electrons, sorry, 6 electrons. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then carbon is there. Carbon is there. Okay. So carbon has 4 electrons. 4 electrons in its outermost shell. See here, this oxygen wants 2 more electrons to become stable. This oxygen atom wants 2 more electrons to become stable. This carbon atoms want 4 more electrons to become stable, to become 8. So what they will do? This oxygen, okay. So here what happens? The carbon will come here. Okay. So, so carbon has what? It has 4 electrons. So let us write it like this. It has 4 electrons. Carbon has 4 electrons. This is carbon. Okay. So when you see here, see this oxygen atom. This oxygen atom. Let us write here. So it will be. Just to make you understand, I am writing there. Okay. Don't get confused. See here. So see this atom, this oxygen atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are there. Then when you consider this oxygen atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are there. It is stable. When you consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are there because it needs 8 electrons to get complete. So here, like this, carbon dioxide molecule will be formed. So like this only, how many electrons are being shared? How many electrons are needed to make it stable? That you should know. And you should know this dot structure. Very, very important. Hydrogen and nitrogen as well as oxygen. These are important. And methane is there in your syllabus, I guess. That is important. Yeah, methane molecule. See here. Methane formula is CH4. Okay. So, CH4. So, what happens here? Let us consider a carbon. This is carbon. Okay. So carbon has how many electrons? Free electrons in the outermost shell. 4 electrons are there. Okay. So it needs 4 more electrons. How many electrons? 4 more electrons. So when you consider hydrogen, hydrogen will be having 1 electron in its outermost shell. So it needs 1 more electron. 1 more electron for hydrogen to become stable. Right. So what happens here? 4 hydrogen atoms will come. 4 hydrogen atoms will come. And these atoms, see, this hydrogen atom has 1 electron. 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 Okay. So when it is shared, when these electrons are shared like this, see this hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom, this hydrogen atom. Now you consider 1, 1. Hydrogen must has 2 electron. This hydrogen, 1, 2. This hydrogen, 1, 2. This hydrogen, 1, 2. This hydrogen, 1, 2. Because the hydrogen atoms need 2 electrons to become stable in their outermost shell. When you consider carbon atom, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it needs 8 electrons to become stable. So like this, what happens? The methane molecule is formed. Like that only, try it for ethane molecule. Ethane molecule go try ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 2 ಬರ್ತವೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So for this you should know the formula. Formula ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ electron numbers ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ you can draw the dot structure easily. So this is how electron dot structures will be there and formation of covalent bond will be there. Now we understood how the covalent bonds will be formed. Okay. Now we will understand why this carbon only will form a large number of carbon compounds. Why not others? Because when we think about silicon, so when we think about silicon also has a 4 more electrons. So 4 outer electrons, 4 valence electrons. But silicon ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ತರ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನೇ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? So that we are going to understand today. See here, carbon forms a very large number of compounds. The number of carbon compounds is more than 3 million. It is more than number of compounds formed by all other atoms. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ it has a property of catenation, what we call catenation. What is this catenation? It can form bonds with other carbon atoms to form long chain. Means it has a capacity to form bonds with its own atom. Its own atom. Carbon ಜೊತೆನೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಚೈನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಚೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ತಂದೆ ಆದ ಅಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as catenation. Then since the valency of carbon, valency means what? The total number of electrons in the outermost orbit, 4. So adeshtu, it can form bonds with other carbon atoms or with atoms of other elements. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಟಮ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟಿನ ಅಟಮ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಆದ್ರೂ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟಿನ ಅಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆನೂ ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ದ catenation property. So due to these properties, carbon forms large number of compounds. Silicon ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, so here in this you can see the long chain. Here you can see the branched chain. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ ಗಳಿವೆ. Here you can see the closed network or a closed chain ಅಂತ. So this is about what? How carbon only can form a large number of compounds. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ. Next, types of hydrocarbons. Okay, so we have a concept of hydrocarbons. So what do you mean by hydrocarbons? As the name suggests, hydro means what? Hydrogen. Carbon means carbon. So the compounds which are made up of hydrogen and carbon only are called as our hydrocarbons. Hydrogen and carbon only are called hydrocarbons. So in hydrocarbons, we have types. Or the hydrocarbons have been classified. We have types. The first one is a saturated hydrocarbon. The second one is a unsaturated hydrocarbon. Which is the first one? Saturated hydrocarbon. Which is the second one? Unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay. So saturated hydrocarbon means what? When a bond between or when a single bond is present between carbon atoms. Suppose, let us take, this is a chain of a carbon. When single bond is present between carbon atoms, then it is called as what? Saturated. Saturated hydrocarbon, or it is called as, for this example will be alkane. Alkanes means what? These are group of saturated hydrocarbons. Alkanes are group of saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. So which have single bond between the carbon atoms. How many bond? Single bond between carbon atoms. So its name ends with ANE. Its name ends with ANE. See here, methane. Methane is there. Okay. So methane means what? See. Ane means between the carbon and hydrogen. So it has a single bond. Ethane, HC. So let me explain you. In the Latin, meth means one. You should know this. Okay. Write down. Eth means 2. Prop means 3. Bute means 4. Pent means 5. Hex means 6. Hept 7. Okay. Oct 8. Nano 9. Tech 10. So please write down this. You should know. Meth means what here? Only one carbon is present. Eth means what? 2 carbons are present. That is why C2. Okay, C2. Then. So after this, once you know this, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? Meth, eth, prop, bute ಇದನ್ನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? ಮೀತ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? 1. ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಹೌದಾ? ಏನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಏನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಏನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ 1 2 3 4. ಮೀಥ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಟಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು? ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರತ್ತೋ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಓಪನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅವರ್ CH4 ಮೀಥೇನ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮಿನಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸಿ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇದು ಟಫ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಈಥೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಈಥ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 2. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ 2 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 2. ಹೌದಾ? ಏನಿದೆ? ಏನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಇದರ ನಡುವೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ? ವೆನ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ 4 ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್. 4 ಕೈ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ 4 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 1 2 3. ಸೊ ಇದು 1 2 3 4. ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 3 ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಈಥ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, 2 ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಿರೋ ಅಟಮ್ ಯಾವುದು? ನಮ್ಮ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇರತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. H H H H H H. ಈಗ ಎಣಿಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 1 2 3 4 5 6. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 2. C2 H6. ಇದು ಇದರ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಅ ವರ್ಕ್. 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್. ಪ್ರೋಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಮೀತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ just okay. Meet means 1, eth 2, prop 3. Number of carbon atoms ಇದು ಹೌದಾ? ಬ್ಯೂಟ್ 4, pent 5, hex 6, hept 7, oct 8. ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಪ್ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಏನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಪ್ರೋಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮೊದಲು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದರ ನಡುವೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೇಕು? ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನಂತರ ಫ್ರೀ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗೆ 3 ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರತ್ತೆ, 4 ಕೈ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಕೈ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನು 3 ಕೈಗಳನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ. ದೆನ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ H. Then tell me what will be the formula of propane. ಪ್ರೋಪೇನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಎಸ್, this you write down, okay? ಪ್ರೋಪೇನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ? Exactly. So see here, let us write. Prop means 3 carbon atom. N is there, single bond. So remaining, when I consider this carbon, 1 ಕೈ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನು 3 ಕೈಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. When I consider this carbon, 2 ಕೈ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನು 2 ಕೈಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. When I consider this, 1 hand is bonded, 3 hands will be free. Right? Then fill the spaces with what? With the hydrogen atom. These bonds will be shared by hydrogen atoms. Okay. Now count the, how to write the formula of it. See, C3. Count H. 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, C3H8. Okay, so this will be a formula of what? Our propane. This you should know. See, just a minute. Next we have unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated means what? The carbon compounds which have 2 or 3 bonds between them. See, in a what we can call saturated, single bond was present between carbon atoms. Suppose double bond are present or triple bond are present. How these bonds are formed? By sharing of 2 pair of electron, double bond is formed. By sharing of 3 pair of electron, triple bond is formed. See, if a carbon compounds have these bonds, these kind of bonds in between them, then these are considered as unsaturated hydrocarbons. What these are considered as? Unsaturated hydrocarbons. See here, in the unsaturated hydrocarbons, suppose if double covalent bond is present, between the carbon atoms. ಇಡೀ ಚೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಡಬಲ್ ಕೋವ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಕೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ 2. ಓಕೆ, and its name ends with ene. ENE ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು 2 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಟಮ್ ನಡುವೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಈನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ The carbon compounds which have triple bond between carbon atoms. ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಅದೇ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈನ್. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ANE ಅಲ್ಕೇನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, ENE alkene double bond, YNE alkyne triple bond. Understood na? And for this also you should know your meth 1, eth 2, prop 3, but 4, pent 5. You should know this. Okay, see here, ಈಥೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಥೀನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬರಿತೇವೆ, ಹೇಗ್ ಬರಿತೇವೆ? ಈಥೀನ್. ಸಾರಿ, ಸೊ ಈತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಈನ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಫೈನ್. ನೌ ಪುಟ್ ದ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರೀ ಇರೋ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ. ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 4 hands. Out of 4 hands, 2 hands are busy with this carbon. 2 hands are busy with this carbon. ಉಳಿದಿರೋ hands ಎಷ್ಟು? 2. So this is 1 hand, this is 1 hand. Same with the second carbon. 4 hands will be present totally. 2 hands are present or are busy with this carbon. Remaining 2 hands will be here. So H, 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 H. C2H4. See here. This is a molecular formula of the ethene. This is a structural formula of a ethene. Like that only you can see the propene here. Propene means what? 3. Sorry. 3 carbon atoms. Yes. 3 carbon atoms. So out of 3 carbon atoms, 2 carbon atoms are having double bond. Here. In between them, 2 carbon atoms have double bond. So see here, C double bond C, C. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So 2 bonds are here. So remaining will be 2 hands. Here see the central carbon. This is 1 hand, this is 1 hand, this is 1 hand. So totally 3 hands are busy. So it has only 1 hand left. See the third carbon. This is 1 hand. So still 3 hands are free. So then write H, 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 H. So totally 3H plus 2, 5, 1, 6. So C3H6 will be the molecular formula of propene, what we call. Like that, if it is butene, try it. Butene anta kottaga. But means what? How many carbons? But means 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as it is ene, so one of the carbon atoms will be having double bond. Then remaining. See, this is got double bond. 2 hands are busy. Remaining 2 hands. Same here. 2 hands are busy. Remaining 2 hands. Then this. This has 1 hand is busy, 1 hand is busy like this, 2 hands. And 1 hand is busy, 3 hands are free. Okay. Then you can write the hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. ಇದು ನೀವು ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾಠ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Hydrogen. So see here, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9. So C4. 2, 3, 8 ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? 6. 2, 4, 2, 6. Okay, C4. 2, 3, 4, ene. So double bond, and here 2 are there. Here it has, okay, sorry. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 2 hands ಇದೆ, ಇದರ ಜೊತೆ 1 hand ಇದೆ. So 1 hand only. So totally how many hydrogen? 1, 2, 3, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ 4. Okay. So side ಗೆ 2, 6, 2 8. So the formula will be C4H8. C4H8 will be the formula for alkenes. Okay. Next one we have is alkyne. ಐನ್ YNE ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಥೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಥೈನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಹಿಯರ್ 2 carbon atoms, right? Ine, so triple bond. Okay, so this has 3 hands are busy with this, so remaining 1 hand. 3 hands are busy with this, remaining 1 hand. H. So what will be the formula? C2H2 will be the formula for ethine. Propine, C, prop, 3, ine. So in between carbon atoms, triple bond. Okay, then it has 3 bonds, so it has only 1 hand left free. When you see this second carbon, 1 hand is busy with this carbon, 3 hands are busy with this carbon, so no hydrogen. When you see the last carbon, so remaining 3 hands are there, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. So how many hydrogen? 4 hydrogen, C3H4, propine. Okay, so like this, you should write, or you should know how to write the structure. Suppose if I give butane, but means what? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ine is there, so triple bond. You can put triple bond in here also, anywhere you can put, okay, between the carbon atoms. So this carbon has 3 bonds are busy here. So 1 bond is free, 1 hand is free, so hydrogen. When I see this carbon has all the 4 hands busy. 3 hands busy with this carbon, 1 hand busy with this carbon. When you see this carbon, third one, 2 hands are busy, 2 hands are remaining, H. When you see last carbon, 3 hands are free, H. So here 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, C4H6. One second, 3, 1, 4, 2. Okay, so this is about what? Butane. CN under C4. Just a minute. Two, 3. This 3 plus 2, 4. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. Okay. Yes. So this is about butane. How we have to write the what we can say structural formula and molecular formula for the compounds. So what we discussed today, hydrocarbons we discussed, and why carbon forms many compounds. It is due to the covalent bond as well as catenation property as well as its tetravalent capacity. Then we learnt about the hydrocarbons, right? So what are hydrocarbons? Hydrogen, the compounds which contains hydrogen and carbons only. Again, we proceeded with classification of hydrocarbons: saturated, unsaturated. Saturated means between the carbon atoms, single bond is present. Unsaturated means between the carbon atoms, triple or double bond is present. Saturated alli example alkane. Unsaturated alli example alkene, that is double bond, alkyne, that is triple bond. Okay, that you should know. and you should know that number pattern. Meth 1, Latin this one. Eth 2, prop 3, but 4, pent 5. Like this you should know. Practice the structures today only. Then only you will understand. Dot structure, electron dot structure practice ಮಾಡಿ. Compulsory question ಅದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ alkene, alkyne ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು practice ಮಾಡಿ. In textbook they have given very nice table to study. alkene, alkyne ಗಳನ್ನ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಮೀತ್ ಈತು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ ನೆನಪಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆರಡು ಸಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. You have a plenty of time still. Okay, please do practice this. Very very important chapter it is. ಮತ್ತೆ it is a most basic chapter. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಟಫ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಿವಿ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆದರ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Fine. So this is about carbon and its compound. Tomorrow also we are continuing the same topic. Okay? Fine. Don't miss the session tomorrow. Let me end up the session here. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.